Namaskaraha. Welcome to Living Ayurveda lecture series. Yet another video. This is Dr. Aruna Iyengar. Today we're going to see the topic, the uh, principle, the fundamental causes of disease. Okay. I'd like to start with a beautiful shloka, which we also learn in our course. रागादिरोगान् सततानुशक्तान् अशेषकायः प्रसुतानशेषान् औत्सुक्यमोह अरतितान् जघान यो अपूर्ववैद्याय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै. This beautiful verse is taken from the textbook called Ashtanga Hridaya, written by Acharya Vagbhata. I'm going to delve into it deeper. It's basically to indicate the Yo Apurva Vaidyaya Namosutasme, the unique doctor in all of us. We are going to bow down to that healer and guide. So, the first word, that is Raga Adi Roga. Raga Adi is Raga, etc. Raga, Dvesha, and Moha. You can say the three uh, main causes. These three are themselves the disease, or they're the main causes of a disease. Raga is sensual desires or attachment to your form, fame, money, material possessions, to your people. So we can quote the famous words from Bhajagomindam of Adi Shankaracharya. Ma kuru dhanajana yauvana garvam harati nimesha kala sarvam. So he says never attach or any arrogance to dhanajana yauvana. That is your youth, your wealth which you have, the material wealth which you have accumulated, and to the fame or the people whom you have earned in this lifetime. Don't don't attach unnecessary weight to these positions. And dvesha is nothing but hurt, hate, or vengeance towards either it could be people, it could be situations, it could be insults. And moha is a state of being in a state of delusion that I exist, or the confusion of the real and the unreal. So, as I told you, these three are themselves the disease, or are always creating the possibility of a disease in the body, leaving no organ unimpacted, or leaving the person or a living being in a state of restlessness or anxiety, that is outsukya, a state of confusion, that is again moha, and arati, or dissatisfaction or discomfort. So let's bow down to that unique doctor who can diagnose and explain the cause of disease. This also refers to the inner doctor present in all of us. We can also call it as the individual soul or Atman, which is free from these three, Raga, Dvesha, and Moha, acting as a constant guide and a healer. Once these sensual desires, that is hatred and delusion of oneness, are removed, one can live disease free, since he or she has understood the main goal of life rather than gathering items and people for only sensual enjoyment. This makes one self content and harbors no more raga, dvesha, and moha, fulfilling, fueling, which are the fuel for the cause of disease, for further janmas also. So, if at all the earlier slide has not made much sense to you, let's delve into the actual three causes which have been mentioned. That is the prajna paradha, asatmi indriyartha samyoga, and kala. Prajna paradha is a beautiful word. It can be split as prajnaya aparadha, that is consciously committing errors or mistakes. It happens when a person is in a state of vibramsha of the dhi, dhriti, and smriti. That is, there is an imbalance or a disturbance in your dhi, that is your uh, um, ability to understand what is good, what is bad, what is real, what is unreal. Dhriti is using your own intelligence, and smriti is your memory. When these three are disturbed, then definitely a person tends to make conscious errors. And the second wonderful cause is asatmya indriyartha samyoga. That is, when there is a union of the sense objects and the senses, when it is not in an appropriate measure. That is, it could be hina yoga, ati yoga, or mithya yoga. That is, it could be in less, more, or an improper way of association of the sense objects to the senses. And the last one is the kala, or the time. uh, and also we are going to discuss about the season. Okay, I'll just give you a few examples to understand. See, for example, eating more than required just because the food is tasty, or working late night hours even though the body is demanding rest. And nowadays, right from infant, or you can say a child, to an old person, everybody's hooked to the phone or the laptop. So late night, even the eyes are closing, they're becoming red, they're becoming strained, but still you want to finish that video, or some movie or serial. So please don't do that. Or again, talking too much, or being in a company of people who talk too much. So the ears are constantly under work even when you're talking or listening. And watching violent crime based movies very frequently. um, uh, if you see, in hot seasons, some foods are to be avoided, especially the fermented foods, which are like bread or idli dosa batter, which contains black gram. It tends to ferment outside and inside the body, or cheese, paneer, or these are basically pitta generating foods. I have explained what is pitta in my earlier videos. You can go have a look at them. Or spicy foods, especially green chili and all these things in the hot seasons, especially, that is the spring and the summer. Or eating with a disturbed mind, always complaining about little things. And the recent paranoia, the trend is to exercise, to gym a lot, to jog a lot, to do a lot of walking, exercising, even though it is not required in many cases. So watch out for what is required for the body and mind, then only go in for exercising. Better you go for yogasana and pranayama. And if a person is unable to sit quietly even for a moment, so this indicates a person is having a restless mind and a restless body. And controlling vegas, that is the natural urges such as urination, defecation, or sweating. Excessive usage of air conditioning, that is AC, also inhibits the sweating, or controlling coughing, sneezing, etc. urges. And misuse of speech, that is, it could be gossiping, or telling lies, backbiting, or over talking. So, where we might be going wrong is a time to self introspect, and we are ultimately landing up in a disease. On a last note, very simple things lead to major diseases or illnesses. Sometimes can lead to hospitalization even. Watch out and beware of ahara vihara vichara, that is your diet, lifestyle, and thoughts every day. In fact, every moment. So, hence, a self introspection and timely correction creates a healthy body and a mind, therefore, peaceful homes and peaceful workplaces, therefore, a peaceful world. So, if you want to consult online with me, you can just log into www.tinyurl.com meet Dr. Aruna. There's an app called Satwa. So, I've given the details in the description below. Thank you. Let's meet once again next week.